Dear students, good afternoon, and in continuation of the last lectures I am going to solve the few questions in miscellaneous chapter of the topic Maxima and Minima. So today's first question is the altitude of a right circular cone of maximum volume, very important, maximum volume, that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r is always 4/3. Altitude means height. Okay, this is the given sphere with its radius is equal to what? This is OA equal to OC. Both are the radius of the sphere. Given since the radius of the sphere is given fixed, so the sphere is fixed. Inside this sphere you can draw many cone. I am taking 3 points and I am drawing a cone. You can take another 3 points, you can draw a cone. So you can draw many cone. Among all this cone, one particular cone whose volume will be maximum. Whose volume will be maximum. And when it is maximum, when the height AD, if suppose AD equal to, I am supposing H, this H equal to 4r/3 you have to show when the volume of the cone is maximum. Okay, this is the question. Now this is the figure I have drawn. Let AD equal to H be the height and CD equal to R be the radius of the base of the cone. जो cone मैंने draw किया है, inscribed in a sphere of given radius R. Okay, sphere के अंदर एक cone को draw किया. As cone का radius of the base CD equal to what? R, and this AD equal to what? H is given. Okay, H is, suppose these are the high altitude and radius of the base of the particular cone. If cone is different, then R and H will be different. Here R and H are variable. Here R and H are what? Variable. Okay. Now from the figure you see, if you consider, if you go, this is the center of the circle. Okay. Then if this is what H, then what will be this part? Because if this is the radius, this is also radius. That means this OA equal to what? R. So ultimately OD equal to what happen? AD minus OD, OA. AD minus what? OA. And AD equal to what? H. And OA equal to what? There is R. And therefore this particular OD becomes what? H minus R. And this is the radius of the sphere and this is small r. We have supposed that. Now from this right angle triangle ODC, what we will get? OC square equal to CD square plus OD square. होगा कि नहीं? By Pythagoras law. So using this we get R square is equal to R, small r square plus H minus R whole square. Okay, and this is the calculation. After calculating, small r square is equal to this. This is relation number 1. Now we need what? Max volume. So first we write the formula of volume of the cone. Okay. So let's suppose that B be the capital B be the volume of the cone. Okay, and also write the volume formula. Suppose let B be the volume of the cone. Therefore the formula of volume is what? 1/3 pi r square, and height is given what? H. Okay, replacing what? There B is a function of R and H, because here you see I am already told you R and H are variable. For different cone R is different, H is different. That's why these are variables. So I am converting, that is a B is a function of one variable. Okay, I am very easy to replace R square from here. So I am replacing in terms of H. So you can write B is a function of H, pi/3, and R square is equal to what? This one H तो है 2HR minus what? H square. Okay, this is I am replacing, and you can also write inside H को अंदर में जाए तो क्या होगा? 2R into H square minus H cube. So ultimately this is what? B. Okay, this number relation 1 will be required. Now figure is not required, so we delete this figure part is over. Now find b dash h. B dash h means you are to derivative with respect to what h. Twice r is a constant quantity, so twice r बाहर रहेगी. h स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव क्या है? 2h होगा. 2 into 2 means what? 4 होगा. 4rh minus this derivative of h cube is equal to what? 3h square. Okay. Now also find second order derivative. b double dash h pi by 3 constant multiplied है बाहर रहेगा. डेरिवेटिव ऑफ दिस 4r कांस्टेंट, h का डेरिवेटिव 1 है तो 4r होगा. एंड दिस इज व्हाट इक्वल टू व्हाट 6h. दिस इज व्हाट h स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ h स्क्वायर ट्वाइस है 2 into 3 6h होगा. ठीक है. सो दिस इज सेकेंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव. नाउ टू फाइंड द क्रिटिकल पॉइंट for maximum volume b dash h equal to 0. What is b dash h? B dash h is equal to this one, pi by 3 into 4rh minus 3h square. From here you can write 4rh pi by 3 तो उधर जाके 0 हो जाएगी. 3h square equal to what? 0. Okay. Our aim is to find what h. So from h cancel होगा. Is height cannot be 0. So height is a non-zero quantity. H is non-zero quantity. Okay. So you can divide both side by what? H. You will get 4r equal to 3h and finally h equal to 4r by 3. Okay. So already we reach, this is the critical point. You have to show that height is equal to this. Okay. And now you have to check the second order derivative. Second order derivative में अगर put करने के बाद negative आ जाए तो हम कहेंगे volume is what? Maximum when h is equal to 4r by 3 and the problem is over. So test the second order derivative. Now b double dash h. What is b dash h? Putting the value of h 4r by 3 is equal to pi by 3 into 4r minus h क्या है 6 into अगर इससे h को 4r by 3 पुट करें 3 2 कैंसिल हो गया क्या होगा 8r होगा. सो डायरेक्टली रिटर्न 8r. ओके. पुटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ h हियर 4r by 3 3 and 6 कैंसिल हो गया क्या होगा 8r होगा. तो फाइनली व्हाट हैपन minus pi by 3 into minus 4r and which is equal to minus 4 pi r divided by 3 which is a negative quantity. And therefore you can say that second order derivative is negative means what? Therefore b is maximum when altitude, height means altitude 4r by 3. So final statement will be the volume of the cone is maximum when its height, when its altitude is equal to 4r by 3. This is the last statement you have to write and then problem is over. Very nice question. So this type of question may ask in the final examinations. So practice 2-3 times. You will get the confidence of solving such type of problem. Okay. Let us moving ahead with the next problem of today's class. The problem is show that the height of the cylinder of maximum volume. Very important, maximum volume. Cylinder का volume क्या है? Maximum volume that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r is twice r by 3. That means there is a sphere whose radius r is given, fixed radius, and inside this particular sphere you are going to draw many type of cylinders with different height and different radius of the base. And among all this cylinder, one particular cylinder which has a maximum value when height of the cylinder, this is height, this particular height of the cylinder is equal to twice r by root 3 होगा, ठीक है. And at that time what is the maximum value you are also to find. Okay, so we suppose that twice h, I am supposing twice h because you see this part and that part are same. So if this is twice h, then this will be h. Okay, so for better calculation I am taking what, height is equal to twice h. You can take h also, then it will be half h by 2. सो कैलकुलेशन थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होगा. सो ट्वाइस एच लेने से हाफ एच होगा तो कैलकुलेशन ज़्यादा इजी होगा. लेट ट्वाइस एच बी द हाइट ऑफ द हाइट एंड आर बी द रेडियस ऑफ द बेस ऑफ द सिलेंडर इंस्क्राइब्ड इन ए स्फीयर ऑफ गिवन रेडियस आर. तो एक रेडियस के अंदर एक सिलेंडर को ड्रॉ किया गया है, उसका रेडियस ऑफ द बेस क्या है, आर है, उसका हाइट कितना है, ट्वाइस एच है. सो हेयर ओ ए इक्वल टू व्हाट, एच. क्लियर. Now from the figure of right angle triangle, this is r, this is your h, and this is your small r. So finally what you get by Pythagoras law, r square is equal to a small r square plus h square. From here small r square is equal to capital R square minus h. So it's a simple calculation, I am not going to explain. Now your need is volume. So let us take, what is the name, volume. B be the volume of the cylinder. Okay, suppose that let B be the volume of the cylinder. Let B be the volume of the cylinder. B be the volume of the cylinder. Then what is the formula for volume of a cylinder? We know very well, pi r square h, height. This is the formula, but here in this case height is equal to what, this one, and which is twice h. So you have to replace this h height by what, 2h. Very important, remember it. The formula in original formula is pi r square into height. Here height means twice h. So what this b is a function of r and h. So we are converting into one variable. So better you replace r square by this. So it becomes what, function of h, pi 2 आ जाएगी, 2 पाई h इंटू आर स्क्वायर क्या है, कैपिटल R स्क्वायर माइनस h स्क्वायर. सो लिटिल कैलकुलेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड. b फंक्शन ऑफ h, 2 पाई h को इनसाइड द ब्रैकेट में ले जाइए, इनसाइड में क्या आएगा तो मल्टीप्लाई होगा r स्क्वायर h माइनस h क्यूब. सो फाइनली दिस इज bh. ओके, ये ज़रूरी है, ये रहेगा. एंड नाउ द पर्टिकुलर फिगर्स पार्ट इज़ नॉट रिक्वायर्ड नाउ, जस्ट कैलकुलेशंस पार्ट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. सो आई एम डिलीटिंग और एडिटिंग द this particular figure, deleting the figure from the board. Okay, now find b dash h. B dash h is equal to what, you 2 pi is constant. If you derivative it will be r square, because derivative of h is equal to 1 and derivative of h is equal to what, 3h square. Also find second order derivative, b double dash h, 2 pi multiplied है, उसका derivative क्या होगा, 0 होगा, because r is a constant. It is a given, there is this radius of a fixed sphere. So that's why r is constant, it is 0, it is minus 6h. Finally you are getting minus 12 pi h. This is the second order derivative. Okay, now for critical points, or you can write for maximum volume, मैक्सिमम के लिए फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव क्या होना चाहिए, 0 होना चाहिए. b dash h is equal to what, 0. What is this b dash h? This is 2 pi into r square minus 3h square equal to 0. So from here 3h square equal to what? R square, and finally h equal to r by root 3. H is equal to what? R by root 3. Now at the point h is equal, this is your critical point, at the point h is equal to r by root 3, you have to test second order derivative. Now b double dash h क्या है? This is b double dash h, replacing h by r by root 3. So this minus 12 pi into r by root 3, and which is a negative quantity. So finally what is the conclusion? Therefore b is, volume is maximum when h equal to r by root 3. That means what we get? Volume of the cylinder is maximum when h is equal to r by root 3. What is the height of the cylinder? Twice h. So you can write, therefore b is maximum when height of the cylinder कितना है? Twice h. This is what? सिलेंडर का हाइट कितना है? Twice h, which equal to 2h का वैल्यू पुट करो 2r by what? Root 3. So finally what we get? First part of the problem is over. That is volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is maximum when height of the cylinder is equal to what? Twice r by root 3. Now you have to find maximum volume. Second part of the problem. Therefore you write second part, maximum volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. थोड़ा सा रिप्लेस करें. pi r क्या था? small r square minus h square into h. Now put in the value of h here. pi h का वैल्यू कितना है? r by root 3, and this is r square, and h square क्या होगा? और h square is r square by 3, and finally pi r by root 3. Just calculation is 3r square minus r 2r square by 3. So you get 2 pi r cube by 3 into root 3. So this is the maximum volume of the cylinder when height is equal to twice r by root 3. Okay, so thank you very much to listen my that is lecture, and as well as watching my videos, and I expect you will go through the videos thoroughly, and also the method of solving the problem, clear your method of solving the problem, how I solve the problem. From this type of problems you can develop the skill to solve other problems also. So this is my expectation from all of you. Hope you understand the class. Thank you very much. Thank you.